Alright, so I finally made it to Promised Consort Radahn on New Game Plus. Welcome to my channel again. This is Apocalyptic Fury. So what I'm going to be doing is no edit when it comes to my deaths. So all of my deaths are here, regardless how embarrassing they are. Here we go.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
Pause. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pause, bro. Alright, here we go. So the goal here is, how fast can I beat Radahn? New Game Plus, fresh off the rust. Let's see how well we do. Hopefully it doesn't take me a day. Okay, already fucking up. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. It's all good. This is recording from being rusty. I didn't play this in a while. Well, this boss fight in a while. Not the game. The boss fight. And this is New Game Plus. I might try this again in New Game Plus 7. Who knows? I hope y'all like the look of my character because I love her. So, as you see, she's an incantation character. Let's see. Not too bad. Okay. Already fucking up, bro. Already fucking up. That's on me. That's not the boss. That's me being rusty and trying to catch back up. I'm not gonna lie. It takes me a bit to get adjusted. It takes me a bit to get adjusted to this boss's moveset again after not fighting him for a while, so please excuse that. Like, I can't even get angry at the boss. It's literally on me. I'm making mistakes. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay. I shouldn't be getting hit by that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, second phase. See what we can do here. Alright, he starts off with the Holy Blast. Okay, I'm getting pecked from the side. Like I said, all my deaths are recorded. I don't care how shameful the deaths are. They're all being recorded. So if this video ends up... Okay, that's tough. That's tough. Yikes. Yep. Not even gonna edit out the loading screen. You're gonna see the full failures from start to finish. So the length of this video determines on how quickly I beat him in real time. This is real time. All of this is recorded. This is not edited out where some of my deaths are left out. No, these are all deaths. So however long it takes, that's how long this video is. I know a lot of people don't really do stuff like this because, you know, people watching deaths is tiring. So my goal is not to die too much, to see how fast I can beat Radahn. Because if I die too much, well, that's another one added to the count. Like I said, this is not the boss. This is me being rusty and fucking up. This is on me. So I'm not even mad. I can't rage at the boss when I'm the one that's messing up. That wasn't even bullshit. I'm just not dodging that well right now. I have to catch back up. This is what I mean by catching back up to the speed of this boss. Because this boss is probably the hardest FromSoft boss in history. Probably. Probably. Alright. I got the sequence down. My build is pretty solid. It's just my dodging. I'm messing up a lot. And just so y'all know, I'm not using Burn Old Flame because of any form of, oh, it hits really hard and it's such an exploitative move. Like, no one has ever, well, no one that I've seen has ever beaten this boss using that spell. So, this is actually my favorite spell in the game. I beat Melania with this spell. I beat Mesmer with this spell. Some of the other tougher bosses as well. I beat, Radahn and Elden Beast with that spell as well. And I fucked up. Tough. Almost killed him. Almost killed him. This boss is actually not as tough. When I say tough, I mean in a literal sense. I'm talking about like health bar, defense wise. If you're using something that he doesn't have high resistance against, you're good, to be honest. Like, he doesn't seem to have resistance to fire. He seems to be weak to bleed, frost. I don't even know if fire is one of his weaknesses. It's just that my damage is good with fire. So. But as you see, the biggest risk. Well, damn. Anyway, as you see, the biggest risk of Burn Old Flame is that it leaves you wide open. However, depending on your build, the damage trade-off is very worth it. So, well, worth it to me. Some people might say, why would you do that? Just use melee at that point if you're that close. Well, this is an incantation character. So I'm playing her by honor, the way that I intended to play her. Her strongest damage coming from the Fell Flames. I originally wanted her to just be a Fell Flame goddess, but of course, if you have only fire, you will lack versatility. So, and plus there's other cool incantations too. She's actually not just a Fell Flame goddess, she's also draconic as well. So, from time to time, I use some of the draconic spells that I like a lot. The Dragon Communion spells. So on and so forth. Red Lightning, you know how it goes. The Dragon Cultist spells. Okay, I actually dodge all of that without messing up. Okay. Second phase. Please excuse me, might be a little allergy or some shit. So I might be clearing my throat from time to time. So you don't take this at face value and think, oh well, this boss is bullshit. And well, not saying the boss isn't bullshit, but some of these moves I'm completely dodging incorrectly. Like, you're supposed to dodge, you see how I dodge his side? You're supposed to be dodging to his right for most of his lethal moves, and you will avoid them for the most part. Oh. Well, I'm doing a good amount of damage. But I'm messing up a lot as well. As you see, I'm messing up a lot of my dodging. So this isn't the boss's fault. See, why am I using an attack there? I'm not even mad at the boss. I know I'm making blatant mistakes. Alright, here we go again. Iner Ilim. It probably means something in some other language or something, I'm not sure though. But it sounds pretty ancient. Alright. Let's try this again. This boss isn't really pushing me to any form of breaking point because it's me messing up. It's not the boss. Alright, here we go. That's the magical light roll. So I mean, I have a whole bunch of armor on my girl, plus I mean, Y'all know me. I like my female characters looking sexy. I like them having, you know, a little skimpy look or whatever. But also because mobility is important. Light rolls trivialize certain bosses' attacks and stuff. And I heard that heavy rolling, like fat rolling, has more iframes than all of the other rolls, the other 2 types of rolling, which is weird. I don't know if it's a bug or whatever, because at one point when I was fighting against Mesmer in New Game, so you know, no New Game pluses or anything, I actually ended up with heavier gear because I was trying to defend against Mesmer's damage, and I did a fat roll, and for some reason I avoided his whole... That's tough. I avoided his whole, what's that combo? The one where he does the forceful stabs. If any of you play League of Legends, I like to compare it to Pantheon, where his E ability, where he does all those stabs at the spear. That combo. And for some reason I was fat rolling and avoiding most of that. I was like, my light roll doesn't even do this. What is this? Then I saw on Reddit, you know, the Elden Ring Reddit, that fat rolling has some type of abusive tactic with its iframes. I was like, what the hell? But it felt awkward to use, so I just was like, nah. See, I got left wide open from casting Burn on Flame too late. And then it fucked up my flow, and I ended up getting cut down. But my character would be alright. Baby girl can handle it. She be okay. She's the Elden lady. She's the Elden lady of the Erdtree, of the lands between. She be alright. Alright, next attempt. Oh yeah, sometimes he reacts like that. He's like, you're not going to hit me before I do my next move. And his voice probably sounds more like grumbles or something. You won't hit me before my next move. Probably sound like something like that if he starts speaking. Because all he does is grunt. So, I mean, to be fair, it's Radahn being controlled by Miquella while in Mohg's body. It's like a forced reincarnation. See, I was positioned incorrectly. If I was directly in front of him, not in front of his sword, and I rolled towards him, like you're going towards him, like you're going past him, but towards him, at his body, not at his sword, I would have dodged it. But I was at the wrong angle. And that's what I mean by catch up, once again. Catching up to the moveset's speed and frequency of its attacks. Now let's be honest, Radahn, at some paces, he attacks a little too much. A good amount of the DLC bosses do, but Radahn does it at a slightly unnecessary pace sometimes. Sometimes he's calm and he walks, but sometimes he just keeps attacking you. Okay, second phase already. See, I'm getting good phases in, but I'm fucking it up with mistakes on my dodging. It's literally on me. Look at his health. I'm deleting his health bar, but I keep fucking up with my dodges and my timing, so that's all on me. I can't rage. I can't get mad when it's my fault. Okay, okay. Well, the last one was a dodge, but I dodged most of it. Oh, look, look. I was doing so well. Once again, that's on me. My dodging was off because I got too excited. You know, you get the inner excitement, like, oh shit, I'm about to beat his ass. Damn. Close, close. For some people, it might be tedious seeing me do this whole sequence over and over, but I wanted to try something different. My channel is small, so I feel like making mistakes and trying new things is easier when you're less at risk. At least in my opinion. Okay, that was... oh, okay. Alright. Starting out good. I got bold. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My boldness is gonna cost me. My boldness is gonna cost me. Look at me. Look at me. Goofy ass.
A 1,000-year voyage.
Man, don't put your hand on my girl, man. You don't like women anyway, bro. Relax. Okay, that's on me. Why am I attacking? What am I doing, bro? That's literally on me. That whole movie is dodgeable as hell. I dodged the dog shit out of that move in my first playthrough against him. That's on me. I'm fucking up. That's on me. For those who don't see doing your whole sequence over and fighting a boss over as tiring, feel free to watch. This is a run where I don't want to edit out my deaths to just show you authentically how long it's taking me. Because I see a lot of people get angry at this boss and say this boss is bullshit and all that, which I'm not denying. In my first playthrough with this same character against Radahn, because this is my second time fighting Radahn, this is New Game Plus. When I beat him the first time, look, I'm gonna speak on no shame. I have no shame. I'm gonna be honest. First time I beat him, I used Mimic Tier, and I had what's that move called? Scarlet Aeonia, which if you don't know, oh shit, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Okay. Okay. Huh? Okay, now y'all know. No, now that is bullshit. That was bullshit. Everything else was my fault. That was bullshit. All the moves was tracking over there, and all of a sudden he goes outside of the reach that he initially had a cap on. Now that right there was bullshit. That was not on me. That right there was on him. That was cancer right there. But anyway, I had my Mimic with Scarlet Aeonia, which is Melania's spell after you beat her. It does that Kurama tail shit, and then you come down with that punch that unleashes Scarlet Rot. I had my Mimic set up with that. And rotted Radahn in second phase. Because mind you, I didn't have breathing room in first phase to even summon the Mimic. So I summoned the Mimic, she used Scarlet Aeonia, he was like, "Oh, you want to fight me with this?" And just dusted my Mimic. So the rest of the fight was just me versus him. He was rotted, so it was helping me out a bit. And eventually I killed him with Burn O Flame, the same spell I'm using now. But this time, in New Game Plus, I was about to say this time in New Game Plus, I feel strong enough to beat him without anything besides my girl's own power, but looks like I ain't ready. Nah, I'm actually doing good, but I'm messing up. I should have been focused more on dodging. But you see why I'm focused so much on offense, because my spell setup with this Burn O Flame shit does massive damage. Massive damage. Let's try this shit again. And this right here is but a portion of what a lot of people go through with this boss. People have done this over 300 times. Like, I've read Reddit posts today just out of curiosity to see who's been suffering with this boss. And yes, I'm also one of the people who watched Afro Senju get through this. And I felt bad, because I know how I felt struggling with this boss at first. This shit was hard as hell, my first playthrough. But my build is so strong that the way I have it set up, it just allows me to do what I need to do. Now that's on me for not paying attention. That's on me. Why am I that close to his swords? He just slams them on the ground and then my character just dies for free. That's tough. That's not even on him. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, here we go. from seeing these runs, you know this is not taking me not even a day. It's not even gonna take me an hour. At max, it should be like 30 minutes. This fight is nothing with this setup that I have. And no one can say, oh, it's cheese because it's magic. That's not how that works, bro. I'm using a damn spell that leaves me wide the fuck open. I'm basically using melee, but because it's magic, it takes a resource. Besides stamina, which is easily replenishable. So, oh, okay. Okay. Radahn was like, shut the fuck up! Nah, he was getting tired of seeing my girl jiggling around with ass and shit, trying to cook his ass. He took that as the ultimate insult. Especially with a grown-ass man, hermaphrodite spirit on his back. Okay, I'm joking with hermaphrodite. I don't know. He's extremely feminine. At this point, it could have made Mikola a female. It probably put some people off guard when they first seen him, depending on how they, you know, see these type of things. But Mikola is extremely feminine in design. I mean, obviously that was intended, but I don't know. He seems like an androgynous spirit. Like he's very, you know, effeminate. Not gonna lie, him being on Radahn, it looks cool because it makes Radahn look like he went Super Saiyan 3. It looks like he went Super Saiyan 3 and he has arms as like a necklace or something that's binding a cape on him or something. It's a cool concept. It's a cool concept. It's just that the whole story behind it is kind of weird a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He basically diddled another god, which was his brother. Was like, oh nah, you gonna do what I say. You gonna love me, motherfucker. Then we're like, oh nah, this blood lord, I'm gonna show you blood, bitch. Whoop his ass. Well, look at this shit. God is goofy ass. He didn't even get to do the meteor. Get him out of here. Baby girl, lay your fine ass down. Whooped his ass. Get him out of here. Goofy ass boy. What you thought this was? A lord and a god. Alright, so I did a little cut to separate how long it took me to beat the boss versus watching the ending cutscene again. I'm going to be a god. I will be the ditty of all the gods.
Promise me you'll be my consort.
So that I can be the middler. I'm going to be the middler of the lands between and the lands of shadow. Help me become Diddy.
I'll make the world a gentler place.
And make everyone sit on my face. Looking ass boy, get him out of here. Alright, well. Circlet of Light again. And that's the end of that shit. Time to touch that grace. See what we got here. Alright, so might as well go to the stats. That's the level. Those are my stats. And that's pretty much it. That's my gear. And that's pretty much it. Alright, see you guys next time. Radahn.